Welcome back to the coin world. Old coin review and value, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic treasures, and the hidden value in your pocket change. Welcome back to my channel Coins World, where every coin has a story and some can completely change your financial game. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about and often misunderstood coins in American history, the 1981 half dollar. If you have this coin in your collection, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video to learn its true value, its demand in online markets like eBay and auction houses, and how you can sell it the right way to get maximum profit. The 1981 half dollar is part of the famous Kennedy series, a coin that carries more than just monetary value. It holds a piece of American emotion and history. First minted in 1964 to honor the memory of President John F. Kennedy. After his tragic assassination, the coin quickly became a national symbol of respect, unity, and hope. By 1981, the Kennedy half dollar had already become one of the most collected coins in modern U.S. history, but the 1981 issue stood out for its rarity in circulation and the high-quality proof and mint-set versions that were produced. In 1981, the United States Mint issued the half dollar in three locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins carried no mint mark. The Denver Mint struck coins with AD, and the San Francisco Mint produced the proof coins marked with an S. Unlike earlier years, very few of these coins entered circulation because the U.S. Mint had already begun limiting the distribution of half dollars due to low public demand. This made the 1981 issue more sought after by collectors, especially those hunting for high-grade or proof examples. Now, let's talk about composition. The 1981 Kennedy half dollar was made from a copper-nickel clad composition, not the silver mix seen in earlier years like 1964. Still, its design remains iconic. The obverse features the left-facing portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts, and the reverse showcases the presidential seal created by Frank Gasparo. Together, they represent leadership and national pride, making the coin not only valuable but also historically meaningful. According to current data from eBay and other major online marketplaces, the value of the 1981 half dollar varies significantly depending on its mint mark and condition. Regular circulated coins are often traded for around face value or slightly higher, typically between 50 cents and $2. But once you move into uncirculated or proof territory, prices rise dramatically. Coins preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition or proof sets can fetch anywhere from $10 to $50, depending on their shine strike quality and packaging. The real treasure lies in high-graded coins. A 1981 Kennedy half dollar graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC has sold on eBay and heritage auctions for between $250 and $800. Proof coins with a deep cameo finish, meaning they have mirror-like backgrounds and frosted details, have reached What if I told you that a simple old penny lying unnoticed in your drawer could actually change your life? Yes, the 1956 Liberty Wheat penny might be the coin that turns the tables for you. It's not just an ordinary cent. It's a coin that carries a legacy, a story, and a surprising value that could shock you. Stick around until the end of the video because I'll reveal how much this coin can be worth and how you can sell it smartly. The 1956 Liberty Wheat penny represents one of the final years of the legendary wheat design that began in 1909. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, was meant to honor Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. For nearly 50 years, the wheat penny stood as a tribute to hard work, integrity, and the American spirit of resilience. By 1956, it was nearing the end of its iconic run before the Lincoln Memorial design replaced it in 1959, making the 1956 edition, one of the last of its kind and a favorite among collectors. The obverse side of the coin bears the dignified portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, surrounded by the words "In God We Trust." At the top, Liberty on the left and the year 1956 on the right. Some of these coins were struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark, while others came from the Denver Mint, marked by a small D below the date. On the reverse side, two wheat stalks gracefully curve around the words 1 cent United States of America and the motto E pluribus unum. This coin was made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving it that warm reddish tone collectors love. The high copper content also means the coin naturally darkens and develops unique patinas over time, making every piece visually distinct. But it's not just beauty that draws attention, it's the rare minting errors that make some 1956 wheat pennies worth far more than face value. During minting, some coins were struck with double dies, creating doubled images on the date, letters, or even Lincoln's features. Others were slightly off-center or had die cracks, giving them unique patterns and higher collectible value. These small imperfections, invisible to most people at first glance, can make all the difference in a coin's worth. Over a billion wheat pennies were minted in 1956, but only a few survived in pristine condition. Uncirculated examples, with a bright red luster or rare minting variations, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions today. The highest graded 1956 wheat pennies in mint state red finish are known to attract serious collectors from around the world. Beyond the money, this coin holds a historical charm. It captures a period of optimism in post-war America, a time when coins weren't just currency, they were symbols of national pride and craftsmanship. Each 1956 penny tells a story of change, of transition, and of a nation moving forward while still honoring its past. Today we're diving into the fascinating story of one of the most iconic coins from the mid-20th century, the 1960 United States 5-cent coin, also known as the Jefferson nickel. This little piece of metal may seem ordinary, but hidden within its design, minting history, and varieties lies a tale of craftsmanship, change, and hidden value that will absolutely surprise you. So sit tight, coin lovers, this is one story you don't want to miss. The 5-cent coin as we know it today was first introduced in 1938, replacing the famous Buffalo nickel. The U.S. Mint held a design competition to honor Thomas Jefferson III, President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. Out of 390 entries, Felix Schlag, a German-American sculptor, won the competition. His design showed a left-facing portrait of Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse, a design that became iconic and lasted for decades. By the time 1960 arrived, the Jefferson nickel had already been circulating for over 20 years, and America was experiencing enormous social and economic change, the space race, the Cold War, and a booming post-war economy. Through all that, the nickel remained a quiet witness in the hands of millions of Americans. The 1960 Jefferson nickel might not look rare at first glance, but it holds an important place in U.S. coin history. It represents the classic pre-modern era of American coinage, before the mint switched to more modernized dies and minting technology. Each 1960 nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams and measuring 21.2 millimeters in diameter. That simple yet enduring alloy composition gives the coin its silvery tone, strong, durable, and resistant to corrosion, just like Jefferson's legacy. Look closely at the obverse. Jefferson's stern yet thoughtful face reflects leadership and vision. Above him are the words, "In God We Trust," and to the left, Liberty, followed by the date 1960. On the reverse, the Monticello building stands proudly in the center with the inscriptions E pluribus unum above, and below it the words Monticello 5 cents and United States of America. Every fine line from Jefferson's cheek to the pillars of Monticello tells the story of America's dedication to freedom and progress. The 1960 Jefferson nickel was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia no mint mark, Denver D, San Francisco S. Each mint had its unique striking characteristics. The Denver Mint produced the largest number of 1960 nickels, while the San Francisco Mint made fewer proof coins for collectors. The most exciting part, some 1960 nickels show die cracks, double dies, and full step Monticello varieties. These are the hidden treasures that can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's dream. What if I told you that the 1982 Liberty $50 sitting in your collection or drawer could be the coin that completely turns the tables for you? Many people walk past this coin without realizing that it might hold hidden value that could surprise even the most experienced collectors. If you have this coin, you might be holding a small piece of American history that's worth far more than its face value. Stick around till the end of the video to learn how valuable it truly is and how you can sell it for the best price. The 1982 Liberty half dollar carries a unique story in the timeline of U.S. coinage. During the early 1980s, the United States Mint was going through major changes, advancing technology, shifting metal compositions, and responding to the growing demand for collectible coins. The half dollar had already established itself as one of America's most iconic coins, featuring the proud image of President John F. Kennedy on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. But 1982 was a special year because it marked a period when the mint briefly stopped producing half dollars for circulation, making some versions harder to find and more collectible today. The 1982 half dollar was minted in Philadelphia and Denver with the famous B&D marks. While millions were produced, many never entered general circulation. Instead, they were stored, hoarded, or melted down over time. Because of this, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is far rarer than most people think. Collectors today look for coins with a sharp strike, full luster, and no signs of wear. These are the ones that fetch strong prices in the numismatic market. Now, let's talk about what makes some 1982 half dollars truly special. A few coins from this year feature striking errors, such as off-center minting, double die obverse, or missing mint marks. These small details can transform a common coin into a rare collector's item worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The value also depends heavily on the coin's condition. Proof-like or high-grade examples certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC can easily attract premium buyers. What's fascinating about the 1982 Liberty half dollar is how it represents a turning point in coin production and collecting. The U.S. Mint was experimenting with production efficiency, meaning certain dies and batches produced coins with subtle variations. For collectors, those variations are goldmines. Each one tells a story about the technology, craftsmanship, and historical events of that era, capturing a moment when America was shifting economically and politically. So, before you toss that 1982 half dollar aside thinking it's just another ordinary coin, take a closer look. That simple coin might be your hidden treasure, waiting to reveal its true worth. Comment price in the comment box, and I'll tell you exactly how much your 1982 Liberty half dollar could be worth today and guide you on the selling process. Today we're uncovering the 2021 quarter dollar, a modern coin that's been causing waves in the collector's market. If you have this coin in your collection or pocket change, it might just turn the tables for you. Stick around till the end of the video to know its real worth, according to eBay listings, major auction platforms, and how you can sell it for maximum value. The 2021 quarter dollar belongs to the celebrated Washington quarter series, but this year's coin stands out because it marked a major shift in U.S. coinage design and production. 2021 was a transition year, the final release of the America the Beautiful series and the beginning of a new era that would soon feature American women on the reverse in the American Women Quarters program. This made the 2021 quarter historically significant and instantly collectible. Two designs were struck in 2021. The first was the Tuskegee Airmen National Historic Site Quarter, issued early in the year to conclude the long-running America the Beautiful program. It honors the legendary Tuskegee Airmen, African-American pilots who fought heroically during World War II. The coin's reverse shows a fighter pilot with two P-51 Mustangs flying overhead alongside the words, "They fought two wars," symbolizing their battle against both enemies abroad and racism at home. This design alone captured the hearts of collectors and historians alike. Later that same year, the U.S. Mint transitioned to the new Washington, crossing the Delaware design. It features General George Washington commanding his troops as they cross the icy Delaware River in 1776, a defining moment in the American Revolution. The detail and artistry on this coin are stunning, and many collectors immediately recognized its potential to become a future classic. Now, while 2021 quarters are modern, their value depends heavily on mint marks, errors, and condition. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia No Mint Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S mints. The San Francisco issues were proof coins made specifically for collectors and were never released into circulation. which makes them particularly desirable today. According to eBay and other major online marketplaces, regular 2021 quarters in circulated condition typically sell for their face value, but things change dramatically when you factor in mint state or era examples. Uncirculated 2021P and 2021D quarters graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are being sold on eBay for anywhere between $25 and $120. Some sellers list proof 2021S quarters for $40 to $80, depending on their cameo, contrast, and overall appearance. What's truly fascinating, however, are the era coins from 2021. There have been multiple confirmed varieties, such as die cracks cuds and double die eras, especially on the crossing the Delaware design. A few quarters showing a visible die chip on Washington's hat or cheek, nicknamed the Drooling George era, have sold for between